Alright everybody, welcome back to Risen Sun Adventures. If you've noticed on my Facebook feed, we had a large box, and I advised if you wanted to know what was in the box to make sure that you went to my channel and hit that like and subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell. So if you're here, that's what you've done, and today we're going to show you what is in the box. Alright guys, you can see this is the box, this is the box, this is the box. And when we got it in the mail, it is a new product that's out there. I'm excited to open it up, and we're going to get it put together. And then we're going to do a little bit of talking about as far as from the first product that came out, from the original OG model to the new upgrade model. So guys, let's take the X-Acto knife and let's cut this booger open. Drum roll, please. Alright, here we go, here we go. The intenseness of the package, guys. Look at here, it is covered up, and we are almost there. We need a quick peek. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Oh, what could it be? What could it be? Oh my. That's what it is, guys. Look at there. This is the new Yakattack Black Pack Pro Kayak Fishing Crate made by Yakattack. Luther Cyphers and his team has done it again. And we're going to get this thing out. We're going to show you the pieces, everything that's in the box. And we're going to put this thing together, and then we're going to do a review on the Black Pack Pro OG model with the Black Pack Pro new model. So guys, stay tuned, and we'll get this thing out, unboxed, and we'll get it put together. Alright guys, the Black Pack that I ordered is a 16x16. The 16x16 comes with 6 rod holders, rod tubes, and these are the new rod tubes, guys. You can see right here, Luther and them did an excellent job on these. They actually come with a tether tube, and we will be putting that together. And I'll show you all this once we get it all put together, and we'll do the whole review on it. But it comes with 6 of those. It comes with a large bag of hardware, so you can see why I'm not going to make you sit through this entire put together. We are going to do a time-lapse mode on that one, and we're going to zip through that. Guys, he does recommend not to use a power tool, but if you're not comfortable using power tool, don't use it. Use a regular screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver on this. It is plastic. Remember that it is plastic, even if you are using the power tools. But if not, guys, you have some massive forearms when you get done, because there's a lot of screws in this book. Right off the bat, we've got a good instructional panel for it. And if you're just like any other man in the world, you know that we're going to take this instruction plan and we're going to put it off to the side, because we're not going to use it. Yakattack stickers. Everybody likes stickers to put it on your kayak, put on your truck, whatever you want to do with it. So you got you a sticker. Alright guys, this thing comes, you can see, I mean, it is, you've got the panels, and right off the bat, I mean, you can just see how quality that Luther has done, and its grid system is what we are absolutely just astonished with. You got so many options to be able to put so many mods on this, and I'm sure that the Yak team is working on getting stuff together in order to be able to mod this out for just different ways of different anglers, because we all have our different ways of doing things. Even on the inside, the grid patterns, you got holes in it, so you can actually do mods on the inside also. So guys, it comes with 4 of these panels, 5 of these panels, 6 of these panels, and we're still going. loaded, loaded, loaded. And then the last panel, guys, and this is the most important thing, is if you look right here, this is made in the USA. And guys, we got to stand together as customers, consumers of products, and we've got to make sure that we reach out to these American-made companies, and we are absolutely supporting those American-made companies, because as we know, there's so much stuff that's going overseas, and the quality is not the same. I mean, you pay for quality. Yes, a lot of people sit and talk about how pricey these things are because it's a box. It's a yak box. We started out with milk crates. We moved up to different types of plain old boxes, and now we're here with the Yakattack. So guys, we're going to put this thing together, and then we're going to talk about the differences between the OG model and the new Yakattack Pro. Alright guys, you can see it goes together pretty quick. I mean, you put together the four sides. When you're doing this, make sure that you use your lower setting on your power drill if you decide that you're going to use a power drill. It makes for a very quick installation, especially putting on these sides, because there is a lot of screws in it. But guys, just make sure that you are you're safe when you're doing it. Luther knows you're going to do this because we're all guys. Just be careful. They don't want you to strip it out. But see guys, I mean, it went together pretty good. I mean, you can look at this thing. It is 16 by 16. It is a house. Alright guys, we have got the sides put on. Now we turned it over onto the bottom. And this in there comes with rubber feet. And the way that they did this, you'll put a washer inside of here, and you'll put the screw in. And you can see how they just fit right up here like that. Put your washer inside. It also comes with 4 smaller pieces that are bumpers for the top of the lid. And these go in there like this. And you want to make sure that you have them pointed upwards, so when it closes down the lid, it fits in there perfectly. So see guys, you got the foot on each 4 corners, and when you flip it over and you put it in the back of your kayak, it's not going to move around. I mean, you can see it's gripping pretty good here on the table. It also comes with 4 smaller pieces that are bumpers for the top of the lid, and those go on the lid, so when you close the lid after you put it on, it bumps up against and it keeps it silent. And we'll put those on next. So if you look on the lid, you've got 4 points. One here, one here, one here, and one here. And these go in there like this. and you want to make sure that you have them pointed upwards so when it closes down the lid, fits in there perfectly. And those just fit there on all four corners. Just like so. And you can see, guys, right there is how they go in there. So got those on. Alright guys, I already went ahead and put one of them in, but I wanted to show you that these have a specific way to go. And if you'll look right here on the top of the lid, you've got two holes, and then you've got a single hole towards the middle, which is for your triangle. So if you take this here, you've got the two holes here, the triangle here, place it right like that using these small screws that they have supplied with the box. And there you go, guys, you got the hinges on. And that was one thing about the old black pack style and the new black pack style. The old black pack, it had like a bungee cord system that when you opened up your black pack, it just kind of flopped in the back, and if it got caught back in the back, you're having a hard time of getting it open. So Luther put hinges on these. Now on my backpack, I went ahead and I had modded it out because the black packs that they did for the new canoes, they had hinges. So I bought hinges from New Canoe, put them on my old black pack. So I had hinges on my old black pack. So I knew what benefit the hinges are to the entire system. So guys, that is the hinge system on the lid. And the next step, it calls for some catches that go onto the front of the kayak, or not on the front of the kayak. On the next step, it calls for some catches that go up towards the front here. And at this time right now, I'm not really sure that I want to put them on right now because they might be a modification that I'm wanting to do it just a little bit different, just for quick access out on the water. And that's something that I'll have to look once I get the system inside of my Hobie PA-14. So we've got the box put together. We have the lid system. We got the hinges on the back. And the way that I'm doing mine is I want it set up to when I open up the box, that if you're looking at it from behind, you will be able to see that it says made in the USA. So let me get this screwed in. Alright guys, you can see I got mine on, and you can see how the lid comes up. That's it put together, guys, as far as what I'm going to do with it for right now. It's got a lot more parts to go. You've got the Omni corner brackets, which are, you have 4 of those, and you'll take the brackets like that, and you can put them on the side of that way you've got lashing point for, you know, to lash it down. He thought of a lot of stuff with this box. I'm really impressed with the way that he put it all together and did the work. Alright guys, I decided to go ahead and put the clips on. Went ahead and done this one, but I wanted to show you how to do this one. So you've got a bracket that comes with the clip, and it just snaps into place. Just kind of like this right here. Snap it into place like so. And then you want to take and you're going to screw the top screws. And remember what we said, you make sure that you're careful. Don't want to over tighten them. And you can see, you can hear how I'm doing it with the drill. I've got it set on a setting that when it hits, and it just stops. And then guys, you take the clip, and that holds that down pretty good. And now when I'm on the water, I'm probably going to do something a little different, because I don't want to have to reach back here and pull this down and pull this down. I want something that I can just reach up, grab a hold of, open up my box, get my stuff out, and then you got to worry about putting this thing back down. But for now, guys, that's what the clips look like. That's how it locks everything in together. And it's a solid box. I mean, it is really a solid box. I like these ideas here as far as the side clips. And it says it calls that, you know, you to put them up as high as you can. But I don't want them to interfere with my rods. So what I'm going to do is probably go about midway, because on my Hobie, I'll have a strap that comes through here, and it'll go down to my little locking pins that I've ordered some pieces to be able to lock it into my kayak. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and put these on. And we'll decide to see. I'm going to, like I said, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places that you can put them. So I'm going to come down to about the third one. And that's where I'm going to put my latches. And these might change as you get out there on, you know, you get everything locked in, but at least it shows you how to assemble them. And when you do assemble these, they've got a little small little notch up here, and you can use that as your bungee cord. You can put your bungee cord over that once you got them all tied down, and it can use it to lock down, or like I said, you can use a strap to go inside of it. And guys, we'll do that 4 times. Alright guys, it comes with multiple accessories. It does come with some handles, and I may put those on later, but I want to find out first, you know, what I want to, how I'm going to, you know, put my rod holders, and how this is going to lay this thing out. But right now we're going to show you how to assemble one of the rod holders, and then we'll place those onto the black pack. You got me paused? Alright guys, as you can see, I went ahead and put all of the tether cords on all 6 of the ones that come with the Black Pack 16x16, and now we're just going to put them on the box. And I'm going to switch to using just a flathead screwdriver. I mean, not a flathead, but a Phillips head screwdriver, because you've got to get back in here to where it gets it in there tight. And what I do guys is I kind of position where I want, and since I'm going to have 4 of these on each side, I want to kind of position them to the point to where I can actually come over to the very end. And you may have to raise it up a little bit, especially if you've pushed your this piece right here in the way of this small part right back here. Like I said, you just got to figure out where you want to put it. And I may have to change it. So you start out with the first one at the top. And then what I do is the next one will be on the bottom. Because if you've got the bottom lined up, then the middle is going to line up. And even with 2 on them, you can see how sturdy they are. And I'll put the other 2 in later, but right now I'm just going to do this configuration here to kind of figure out how I'm going to have them put on. And in order to put 4 on, you may have to put one a little higher, stagger them down, or you're going to have to move your clip on the on this side. That's up to you. And since I'm only going to put 2 in, I went ahead and jumped back on the drill. And what I've had to do is I staggered the ones that were closer to the end. And I've got them more up towards the top. And then the one, but you can see, I mean, you can play with it. And I can even be able to move this over now. So the way you do it, guys, you can see you can measure from, you've got this one here on the end, this one here is on the end. Then I'm going to skip one, and I'm going to put the other one right here in the middle. So guys, that's what it looks like with all 4 on each side. Just like that. You'll tighten them all down. I've got some more coming that I'm going to put 4 on the other side, and then I'll have 2 on the back, just to make sure that I've got enough rods, and also I can put my net or whatever I want in there. So guys, that's what it looks like, and this is the Yakattack Black Pack Pro 16 by 16, and I'm really impressed with it. Really am impressed with it. Made in America. That's what it's all about right there. Made in America. So guys, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure that you share the channel, and the next one we do will be comparing the OG Black Pack to the new Black Pack Pro.